All right, what's going on, guys? It's Luke here. Today we are going to run through a backtesting session. Today we're going to go through February 2026. I thought it would be interesting, even though this isn't long ago. I figured it'd be interesting to kind of see like how I would perform in backtesting compared to how I actually did. Since this wasn't too long ago, I'm not going to remember any of these trades, like I said, but it would be cool to compare like how I can trade with more time in backtesting compared to the live market, see if I did better or did worse. So we'll see how we do. So starting off here, we already swept out the previous day low. Oh wait, I just gotta skip forward still. What am I doing? Hold on. Go forward. Okay. So starting off here, we swept out the previous day low. 4 hour is still trading in this 4 hour bearish gap, but we are trading through it, so I don't really think it's a big deal. Our next major draw is going to be these highs up here. Okay, and we have this 15-minute right here, so we'll kind of have to see if price wants to reject this and go lower or trade through it. Okay, so we're immediately going to trade through it. We have a draw up here. Let's see what price wants to do. Maybe we get a continuation. Okay, so we're going to trade right through those again. Okay, so what's our next major draw? Buy side, pretty much getting rid of this gap right here. It's not really relevant now. We do have these highs right here, which could potentially be an area for continuations if we get a play. Let's see if we get a retrace. Okay, so momentum's clearly bullish. We're delivering out of a 2-minute gap. I kind of like this, actually. We got a 1-minute CISD. We can go break even at that wick right there, and then we can target that draw. We could probably get a really good size RR play here. What would this be if I could just go right 2.65 R? Okay, so I'm gonna try this out. I actually like this because it's a pure momentum play. All right, break even right there. That's perfect. Let's see if we get the follow through, and hopefully it doesn't stop us break even. Okay, perfect. So we start off with a huge win, 2.65 R. Basically, market opens up and just starts manipulating or pushing up. We pull back into this 2-minute gap, so we're looking at a continuation. We get a nice 1-minute close and a CISD, break even here, and then we target the next draw on liquidity, which is that hourly high up there, and we take a 2.65 R trade to start off the session 1-0. So let's move on to day number 2. Okay. So starting off on the daily, we already took out previous day high. We have these highs up here. We are bullish on the 4 hour. We have an unfilled 4 hour below. I think we might get a flush lower. That's what it's looking like right now. It's going to depend on how market opens up. Okay, so market opened and immediately wick down. Now we're just kind of going up. Okay, we're going to get another move back down. At this point, it looks like we want to just trade towards that unfilled 4 hour, even though it is a small 4 hour gap. I don't even think we're going to get a continuation play. Let's see if we can wick into something here, because I think this is going to be one of those where it just keeps going. You're not going to get an entry. Yeah, I can't even. Let me see. Can I get a 1R? Okay, I think I like this displacement. I think we're going to tap this 4 hour unfilled gap. Oh crap. I could try to go break even as quick as possible. I don't know. I have conviction in this playing out. This is very discretionary, but I'm going to try this out. And if it loses, it loses. Okay, we get it. One to one. Basically, it was pretty much apparent that the 4 hour unfilled gap was the draw on liquidity. It just made sense. We pulled back. We got displacement down. I'm expecting next candle to flush 1-to-1. Was that the greatest trade? No, because we did take out the internal low. But, you know, sometimes you just know when something's going to happen. So we take that 2-0 and we move on to day number 3. All right. So our wedge between previous day high. We haven't taken out previous day high. Previous day low is still there, and we have another draw right below it. So 4 hours bearish. 1 hour looks like it could go either way. We could rebalance this 1 hour right here, or we continue lower. But if you look, we're actually still respecting this 1 hour. Inversing this 15 to the upside, going into market open. Okay, so we're just gonna dump. Let's see what happens. All right. So let me see if we got an SMT. Hold on. Okay, we do have it the same. Okay, so we haven't taken out the lows yet. What is going on here? Respecting this 3 minute. As you can see, we just respected this 3 minute. I think we, let me see if we get an entry here. Let's see if we get this inverse. Nope. Oh, I thought that was a 2 minute gap. I'm tripping. We have a 1 minute gap there. Let's see if we get something here. Did we inverse this gap? I like this CISD. I want to wait for that 1 minute to inverse. I don't know why. Okay. The only thing that's sketching me out here now is that how many times it took to inverse, but to me it looks like we don't want to go higher. I'm gonna try this out. If it loses, it loses. I'm gonna give the stop a little bit of room, and I'm gonna target these lows. Actually, no, let me see if I can get a 1-to-1 here. I'm gonna just try it out. It is what it is. If this loses, I like the momentum. Normally when you see it take so long to inverse, you don't want to take it, but we're getting like a 3 minute CISD. Like, we're delivering off that gap. We have relative equal lows below. I'm gonna just give this a shot. Gonna run break even here just because we took out this low. Let's see if it flushes, and we get break even. That's so stupid. And yeah, it's because ES took out the low, so SMT goes against this, and we take the break even there. If I tighten the stop up, definitely could have gotten, probably, yeah, I definitely could have put my stop there. Whatever, it doesn't really matter. Let's skip to the next day. We are 2 wins and a break even so far. Okay, so daily in this case is dumping. We look on the 4 hour. The 4 hour is extremely bearish. We have these lows over here that we can target. Okay, unfilled 1 hour above that we could target. Okay, so market's gonna open up and start pushing lower, maybe. All right, let's see what happens here. All right, we're respecting this 1 minute gap right here. SMT, I think we did leave equal lows or equal highs. Okay, yeah, we're not getting an entry there. Unfortunately, I would have taken that if that gave a better close, but we're not going to get an entry there. We're probably going to just tap that 1 hour unfilled. Yep. Now from here, what am I looking at? We either respect this and then we go lower, or we trade through it, but our next draw is going to be all the way up there. So we got to give this some room here. Okay, so there's a huge bearish SMT against this, so I'm going to fade this. We're delivering out of a 1 hour and a 15-minute gap. We have an SMT at the highs. Let's see if we get a change in the state. No, nothing. We remanipulate above those highs. I like this for shorts. Ah, that 1 minute looks terrible though. I knew I was right. That sucks. It is what it is. I knew I was right too. I just didn't like how choppy that 1 minute looked. I should have just shorted that CISD there. I would have gone break even at the unfilled 5 right there, and then I could have targeted lower. We'll see if we get a, I don't think we're going to get anything now. Yeah, we just screwed ourselves. So we'll see what happens. We maybe keep going, but we're getting no direction here. 15-minute, yeah, let's just skip to the next day. We're not getting anything here. We missed the shot. Okay, swept out the previous day low. 4 hour unfilled up here, which could be a target. And then we have a 1 hour unfilled right here. We have relative equal highs up here, kind of. We're in a 15-minute gap right now. Okay, so what do? We tap that unfilled 1 hour below. We start displacing up immediately. Yeah, we're not getting an entry here. Again, we have this wick high up here. Maybe we look for I kind of like this. Did we take out that wick? Hold on. Yeah, we did. ES took it out. Let's take a look at ES though. ES still looks bullish. Does it have draws higher? I'm gonna fade that. Again, that would have played out again, which sucks. But it's okay. I'm trying to take these as serious as possible, so. Okay, maybe we get the move down here. All right. 2 minute CISD, 1 minute inversion, and then target internal lows. I think this momentum's clearly bearish. If we lose, we lose. I'm going to try this out. I'll probably go for a quick break even right here. All right, let's get that flush here, and hopefully we don't get break even. There we go. All right, 3 wins, 1 break even. I'll run through this really quick. What's going on here? We get manipulation to the upside. We are delivering off a 4 hour bearish fair value gap. So what happens from there? We get a 2 minute CISD. We get a 1 minute inversion right here. Take the entry, and we just target the internal lows in and out. And yep, I think we traded into 10 a.m. news, but that carries us to the most obvious draw. And obviously the next draw is all the way up there. I'm pretty sure we're going to come down to rebalance first. So yeah, we run through all that LR and we take a nice win there. Let's go to the next day. So 3 wins and a break even so far. Okay, swept out the previous day high. 4 hours delivering off a 4 hour bullish FVG. 1 hour is pretty bearish though. We have these lows down, not those, these lows down here. We have this high up here. Let's wait for mark. Okay, we're gonna just come down and sweep those lows. All right. Next low is gonna be, what the fuck is the next low? These lows all the way down here. All right. This might be like a Judas swing. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, SMT off the lows. Let's see if we inverse that 1 minute. Yeah, that's just annoying, man. We're gonna run that LR. I already knew it. Yeah, we're gonna have to unfortunately miss that. That sucks. I should have just taken it there. On this close. We'll see if we get a retrace. Yeah, too close to the draw. We fade that whole move. That's so annoying. All right. We still got higher time frame draws though. Let's see what happens. See if we get some manipulation. All right, we're gonna tap this 5 minute. Two-minute inverse. Break even at that high and then target above. Because we have all of this. Like, we could easily get through that and then go break even at the initial high. I think that's Asia. Let's just try it. Momentum looks bullish. All right. I should go break even here. I'm going to go break even here. We want it to flush. We don't want it to retrace here. Yeah, we get screwed. That's annoying. Should have, like, if I just tighten the stop up a little bit, I don't know why I didn't do that. But, you know, realistically, you have to put it there. It doesn't really matter. We get the break even on that. Let's move over to the next day. Just give me 1 sec, guys. All right. So what are we now? Three wins. All right. Daily inverse that daily gap. We look on the 4 hour. We're trending bullish. We do have an unfilled. No, never mind. Not an unfilled. We are in chop. We need to break out of this chop for me to want to do anything here. Okay. So what do we have? We have these highs right here. We have relative equal highs with the previous day. Delivering out of this 15-minute gap. If that holds, I expect price to push higher. Okay, yeah, there's nothing going on here. All right. Sell side over here. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we get a continuation play. Just again, bro, we're just so close to the draw. I took that one, but like, yeah, I'm not taking that. Again, it would have worked, but just annoying. Okay, we sweep out that low. We are delivering from a 1 hour and a 4 hour. What do we have above that we can target? We have a 5 minute unfilled. Maybe we can look for some type of reversal into that unfilled. We got this 1 minute inverse. Let's see if we get a nice displacement close or something here. Nope, we're going to resweep the low. I think we got a 30-second inversion. Okay, so this actually could be a decent reversal. We're delivering out of a 4 hour and a 1 hour after sweeping lows. We have a 5 minute unfilled that we could potentially target. We also have some internal highs right there. The highest time frame inverse is this 30-second. You know what? I might just give this a shot, and if it fails, it fails, and then just target these internal highs right here. Even this, like, just for this quick move up. Let's see if we get that spike up. Do we have like an SMT or anything here? No. Oh wait, we do. SMT at the lows as well. I'm gonna look for these highs right here. Let's try this out. If it loses, it loses. Perfect. Perfect trade. Okay. Again, probably could have held to that unfilled 5 and it would have played out perfect, but I'm going to take my piece and get out. So I'm going to explain this really quick. Price manipulates down and it continues to respect out of this 4-hour and this 1-hour gap after sweeping out sell side. From there, we get an internal sweep and we get an SMT. NQ takes out these lows. ES fails to take them out. We look for the highest time frame inversion. We take this 30-second inversion and we just target these internal highs right here and we get a 1.56R trade. Again, you could have targeted this 5-minute unfilled and you could have gotten about 2.4, but it is what it is. We take our piece and we get out, and again, that's win number 4. So let's go to the next day. All right, so we took out the previous day high and the previous day low. Daily candles bullish. What do we have above? We have these 4-hour highs up here. All right, 1 hour is extremely bullish. We manipulated down off market open and then start and just pumping. We have 1 hour highs right here. Did we get an SMT? Oh my, I might have to take this like that. Go break even quickly here and then target those 4-hour highs. If this loses, this is just a market open play. SMT displacement, we have a draw higher. We're bullish. If we lose, we lose. I'm going to try this out. Yeah, we get screwed there. It is what it is. I thought that was going to flush higher, but that's fine. I really like that we had the SMT. I honestly thought that was going to push price higher, but we take our first loss of the session, but it doesn't really matter. We have another unfilled 15, which looks like it could be a good draw. We have a no-wick candle right there. I would short this if I could get good risk to reward. Okay, we're going to tap that 15. I'm expecting a resweep here. Just really no entry. Hold on a sec. So we do get the resweep. We're delivering out of this 15-minute gap. We could see price trade back higher towards those highs, or we could look for those lows. So let's see what price wants to give us here. Okay, strong displacement down. I'm going to favor these lows now. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to try that out. We're delivering off of a 2-minute gap. We have a clear draw down there. We can get about a 1-to-1. Let's see. Market order. Okay, beautiful. So simple continuation. Price respects off of this 5-minute gap. We get nice displacement down. We have a draw and we take the 1-to-1. Let me just check this analytics really quick. I think we have 5 wins. 5 wins, 1 loss, 2 break evens. So not bad. How long is this video? I'll do like one more because like it kind of just, I hate backtesting for too long. So we'll do like one more trade. I should go for like 10, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. All right, so previous day high, previous day low, both draws on liquidity here. 4-hour is wicking like crazy. We're trading through this 1 hour. Potentially we come down for those lows over there. or sorry, that's 15 we're trading through. All right. Maybe we come back up here. We just swept those lows. ES never sweeps the lows. We have an SMT. This was our 930. Let's see if we get this inversion here. Okay, we didn't inverse that 2 minute. I'm just going to let price play out here. I don't know what's really going on. You can see that we're continuously respecting bearish now. We just wicked up. Now we have an SMT off the highs. Maybe we get a resweep of these lows. Let's see how this 3 minute camp. Okay, I wanted to wait and see if we got a 3 minute CISD, and then I would have shorted to these lows. Again, if you did take this 2 minute, I guess I was being too picky there. We could have easily gotten that, but it's okay. So next draw is going to be these lows down here. We're going to take those out. 15 minute. Okay. We still have these, and then we have these. Let's see what happens. Okay, so price sweeps those out. Yeah, I think we're just going to skip to the next day here. We've pretty much missed that short that we wanted. All right. So we just swept out the previous day low. We have a 4-hour unfilled gap. We are delivering out of a bullish 4-hour as well. Okay, maybe we trade towards that unfilled 4-hour above. Price looks pretty choppy here, so we'll see what happens. We have 15-minute highs. Maybe we can target. Okay. We come back, we sweep that 930 low. We are delivering out of a 15-minute gap still. We have relative equal highs above. We just swept out the 930 candle. Okay. We come back down, we re-sweep all those lows. Unfortunately, click too fast, don't get that 1 minute in 1 minute long. That was the play right there, and we miss it. This was the long right here, this 1 minute. That was literally perfect. You could have gone break even here, targeted those highs right there. Just click too fast. All right, let's see if we get a pullback, continuation maybe. In this 2 minute gap right now. Let's see if we get display. Okay, this looks good. I'm gonna give this a shot. Let's just try this out, see if it plays out. If it does, it does. Ah, yeah, clapped. I should have waited for that inverse. That's okay though. Now, I don't want to just flip bias here in short because we got that 2 minute inverse. I still like longs here. We're still respecting that 2 minute gap. 2 minute inversion to the upside now. Let me just check ES really quick. Oh, I guess we did have a bearish SMT against us. Yeah, that's probably why that didn't play out. I'm going to just try this though to this high. All right, I'm going to run break even here. I'm just going to go for this 1-to-1. I'll target like this midpoint of this wick. I don't want to get too greedy here. We're going to run break even here. We just took out that internal high. I want to see price flush higher. There we go. Okay. So would it have kept going? Okay, thank God I did that. I just had a feeling because sometimes what you'll do is You see it's like a rejection block, kind of target the midpoint of the wick. Just I didn't want to get edged there and take another loss. I'm not gonna lie. So simple continuation. Basically, we just get a 2-minute inversion to the upside and just look for the internal draw. You could have even just targeted that if you tighten the stop up, but anyway, that's it for me, guys. What did we do on the session? Not bad. So we took 10 trades, 6 wins, 2 losses, and then 2 break evens. So 75% win rate. And we brought the account up 6.2K, so not too bad. I would do more trades, but I think 10 is like enough. You kind of lose like the rhythm after a bit. But I think that other trade this long definitely could have been avoided, because we never, well, number one, where was it? Number one, we didn't inverse this gap. I didn't really think it mattered, but I didn't notice that I think we did have an SMT. Where's the trade? Hold on. I don't know. I thought maybe we didn't. Let me check. Yeah, see, we did have a bearish SMT against this, so that definitely could have been avoided. But we had displacement out of a gap. I thought it would run, but it is what it is. But anyway, that's it for me, guys. We'll be back with another backtesting session soon. I have a few that haven't dropped yet, but I'll release them soon, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.